Okay, here's a look inside our homeschool room. Um, so I have this little reading corner. These are not all our books. My children have taken the fun books into the rooms and created libraries in their rooms. These are the science and history books, and we have our printer here. We have been using this printer for probably 2 years now, and it's still working great. Um, we use it all the time. And I found this globe at the antique store. It's really awesome. And we do have a world map and the US map, and we reference them a lot. And I also have masks here because we sometimes do YouTube videos, and I like for them to use masks. So we have those there. And we've been studying the Earth. So just a few items on Earth. So basically, this is our focus area here for Earth, and that's what's inside these boxes. Okay, and under here we have our first language lessons, and I just tear, as we do, I just tear it away. That's how I keep track on that. And we have our science curriculum. We love doing this. There's an experiment every day. And let me show you what's inside the notebooks I have them do. You don't have to do the notebooks, but I like to have them do notebooking. I think they learn a lot from notebooking. I'll show you inside. All right, here's a little notebooking. Part of notebooking, I want them to learn how to take notes and just draw pictures that help them to remember. On this shelf, we have history notebooks. I come up with my own history curriculum, U.S. history curriculum anyways, and we notebook about it, and I'll show you inside. And we use all about spelling, and here we have this, and you'll see later on my whiteboard we have the little magnetic tiles on there. And we use these binders to kind of keep our some of our work organized. I usually just toss things that we've done. I actually put it in this here, and then it goes into file 13, aka the trash can. This binder, these binders are actually where we put our gather round homeschool curriculum in. This is actually the Earth now, since we're doing the Earth. So we just barely started that. This is our American Heritage Girls books, and the girls like to do that. And some of our reference materials here. This is my binder. There we go. That's a letter from my dad. In my binder, I just have the Texas homeschool laws. I do have a calendar, but I don't have to keep one. I just like to keep one. I have tabs for math, Bible, reading, writing, grammar, vocabulary and spelling. What else do I have on here? Science, geography, history, cursive, Spanish, and art. And that's my file 13 box, and this is just a project that the girls have worked on a couple years ago, and they don't want to part with it. These are actually history pockets, and we did this a couple years ago, like I said, and they had a lot of fun learning about ancient civilizations. And our art papers under there. Okay, vitamins. This laminator, I have used a lot. I recommend you get a laminator. It doesn't have to be expensive. This one was about 20 bucks. And you can order the refills on Amazon or get them at Target or Walmart. And on this shelf, we have a couple of games, my Bible, some of our other curriculum that we've used that I have a hard time parting with. We are going to do this one this fall, The Story of the World, and I already have The first volume 1 and 2 ready here to go. Our cursive items. Let's see. And just some other books that we use sometimes. Okay, and next to that, we have our pencil sharpener, use a ton. I recommend that one. We've had that one probably 2 or 3 years now. A little desk here that they can sit at and do some schoolwork. But I also, you can see the HDMI cable there, we cast, some things to the smart TV, and I control it from here. It's wireless, and that has come in handy. We use this feature a lot. All right, so here's my gigantic whiteboard. We got this at Staples, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I guess. And I got those 2 items from Amazon. And this is our all about spelling. Some of those letters, they're just still up there. Oh yeah, those are the chores. I also wanted a chalkboard because, nostalgic and whatnot. And we got this one. It was either at Hobby Lobby or Mardell's, 50% off. I can't remember which one. But we reference what's on here a lot. And I bought this table from a homeschooler. I think it was $80. And we sit here, and there's the TV there. And I use this round Susan a lot. Got that with using one of those 40% off coupons from Michael's. Then behind the table, I have this double stacked tower here. And I'll just show you quickly what we have inside. And these are dry erase tape. And I've erased and written over the years. So we use these Post-its and these 5x7 cards a lot. And just some miscellaneous office supplies. I recommend Ticonderoga. Got these on sale. These are the only good ones, y'all. Okay. Oh, there's some of that tape. All right, we use a lot of glue, a lot of tape. My dry erase markers, I have them here, and I also have them in here. Okay, and we put the paper in here, and we use that a lot, and some construction paper. We don't use the chalk and oil pastels as much, just every once in a while when they get creative, I guess. Crayons, we just throw them in here. Those are used a lot in our notebooking. Sharpies and highlighters, we use those a lot as well. And markers, get them with the back to school sales, and you will use them a lot. And we use the colored pencils a lot as well. And here are pencils and pens, and some sharpeners and some erasers are in there as well. We use those supplies a lot. And I have this chesser. Bought this at the furniture store. They call it a chesser, chest of drawers and dresser mixed together. And I'll show you what we have in each drawer. This one just has miscellaneous science supplies. Yep, this would be for like physics or whatnot. And here we have a few more science supplies and some more science supplies. This is mostly for history here. This is where I store my lamination and the clear sleeves for the binders. This is music and puppets. My kids love to put puppet shows on. These are magazines and notebooks that are just barely written on, and we can use them again. And I have these little, we have these little tablets here. We bought them at Sam's. Dashboards is what they're called, and you can write and erase on those. We use those a lot as well. And surprisingly, I have an empty drawer. All right, and in this one we have some dry erase boards. We use those as well. Some more paper, and then some other supplies. This one, we have a bunch of flashcards, and we do use these notebooks from Target a lot as well. Here we have a little science journal of the body. So, this is where I keep our math curriculum. We were doing ACES PACES, and then on to Singapore, and we're getting ready to do some teaching textbooks for the other child. Grid paper. We have some math manipulatives in here. More math stuff. These are actually our multiplication puppets. We have a little video on YouTube on that. Miscellaneous art supplies. More art supplies. And this was a really great find at church. Church was going to throw away this poster holder, and I asked them if I could have it, and they said yes, and I was so ecstatic about it. And these right here we made about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was a Pinterest idea, and it's huge. It's for holding their art. Made it out of 2 poster boards, and you can see this is the bronze holders there from their paper sacks, and we used duct tape, and it's been holding strong, and they put their cherished art supplies in there. Oh, and on top of the Chester, I just have some odds and ends. It's not organized any kind of way. This hole puncher I found at the antique store. It is fabulous. Best one. I also found this at the antique store, and we use these a lot. I recommend those. We use rubber cement a lot as well. All right, I'll give you one last look at the whole thing.